live from the Brojo. It's Anime Anarchy. I'm Kien and I'm here with the special guest, Jacob Freeman.
Hi.
He's the brother of Ryan Freeman, who is usually on these. Not the anime ones, but usually on the podcast.
The other thing that's not this thing.
The other podcasts that aren't anime related. He does music and bitches about life. So Jake is the anti-Ryan.
I'm okay with that.
Jake likes life.
It's a fair enough assessment.
That is very understandable. So, but he is here with me as I bitch about One Punch Man. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, this episode's title is Why I Don't Like One Punch Man. So, to get the premises of the plot, One Punch Man is on an unnamed Earth-like supercontinent planet where strange monsters and supervillains have been mysteriously appearing and causing disasters. To combat them, the world superheroes have risen to fight them. Saitama is one such superhero, hailing from the metropolis of City Z and easily defeating monsters and villains with a single punch. However, he has become bored with his powers and only gets truly excited when fighting strong opponents that can challenge him. Over the course of the series, Saitama encounters various superheroes and supervillains and monsters. He gains a disciple who is known as Genos, and they join the Hero Association in order to gain recognition. Now, I want to explain why I don't like the series. It's not because I think it's like shitty. I think the series is a good series as a whole.
Okay.
I think it's a competent series. I have a lot of complaints of the series.
Fair.
Personally, I dislike One Punch Man. The story of One Punch Man, because I feel it's a lot of lackluster. I think it really lives off of the episodes were really, the payoff was just him punching someone and they blow up.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that exact same structure to every single one.
Yeah.
Except for the two-parters.
Yeah.
In which you have to wait an extra episode for him to punch something.
Yeah. No, because in one of the two-parters, he fights the House of Genesis or whatever, the House of Evolution,
yeah, that's the one.
And he punches the shit out of people in one episode, and then punches a giant beetle monster in another episode.
Well, this is true. However, in the one where the Sea King invades, he doesn't get a punch the Sea King until everyone else is practically dead. So
there's that. Okay, so you get that. That was the one thing, okay, that's an episode I want to bring in. I liked that episode for character development. Mm-hmm. I fucking hate the way he beats the Sea King. Because it's everything else.
He beat him with one punch.
But that was the thing, okay, sorry, I'm going to go into more of this. You get more emotion from Moomin Rider and Genos.
That's because Moomin Rider in that episode was amazing.
Yeah.
He was great. I loved him in that.
That was the thing. The thing about it is that, you bring so much... The episode has so much drama, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's so much is building up. Everyone can... No one has been able to beat the Sea King.
Yeah.
Everyone has failed. And they're like, Saitama, please help us.
Yeah.
Saitama's like, all right, I will. And, it looks like Saitama's finally going to have a challenge. And no. And that's what I mean. I find the story... I dislike the story because I can feel it just relies on the fact that he's going to beat them in one punch at the very end. And that's the...
Well, yeah, that is what happens every
and I think
single
that's
time.
Boring. It gets boring.
I'd argue that's I don't think that's really the story. I don't think they there's other story elements in it.
Yeah.
I don't think they come across super strong.
But it's the shtick that goes with it. But I also don't like the story that he's bored either. I think that's dumb.
See, I think but it makes sense though. If you're imagine if Goku didn't have Vegeta. Imagine if Goku didn't have anyone else who could challenge him.
Yeah.
He'd go insane.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does. He loves to fight strong opponents.
But they come to him out of randomness, though.
Yeah, but if they came to him and he could just smack them down, without trying.
Yeah, no, that's
that's essentially what they're going for.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, there's no for me like they, especially with the last battle with fucking what is that last guy's name?
Boros?
Yeah. The last battle with Boros pissed me off. Where it was just like they hyped it up so much. And then it was such a lackluster payoff.
Yeah, fair enough. Like
it was really lackluster. And then like the ending.
Thing is, like, I don't even think that they hyped it up a whole lot. Cause sure, like he survived the one punch, and even like a couple others. But during the whole thing, Saitama's still up. Like you can see, he's still obviously bored.
Yeah, he's like not trying, and that was like the thing that was upsetting.
And it's like, so yeah, and that leads all up to the end where you find out, like, in every single episode, he's been holding back so much, because apparently at full power, well, no, not even full power, just like taking things seriously, his punches have enough strength to clear the stratosphere.
Yeah, so, and I just, and the humor that they try to do, I don't find funny. Like, it falls flat for me a lot of the time.
I found it incredibly funny, at least during like the first couple of episodes. Yeah. Like specifically the part where Genos is rambling his backstory.
Yeah, I think that was funny.
And like the reaction shots were really good to that, but I think honestly Genos is what sold it more because his voice actor was talking so fast.
Yeah. And then like for me, and I guess the last thing I just don't like there like the only part one of the only parts I found funny was when Hammerhead or whatever was like the bald working class.
Okay, yeah.
The bald working class people didn't want to do shit, and he's like, I don't want to be like no, I'm not these guys though. You don't want to be affiliated with them at all, but they took his hairstyle.
These fucking bald people.
Right. But I think the last thing I don't like is just I don't find Saitama's character to be interesting. I find him to be extremely boring and lackluster. I do.
Yeah.
Like, where like...
Well, that's the thing. Like, I understand where you're coming from. I agree with you completely on that front.
Yeah.
Because, like, the entire thing that makes character interesting and fun to like watch in a show is watching them struggle, watching them grow, and watching them encounter some sort of diversity and like having it affect them. But like nothing affects this guy at all.
He doesn't give a shit.
Like, no, because like and it felt like they were going to try and do something.
Yeah, when he
really
got the
poignant.
C class for the Hero Association, like he was going like, I'm gonna try,
and
then
like when everyone was accusing him of being a cheat and everything, and he's like, you know what? Fine, whatever. If that's what they want to say, and if that's what they need to think, then let them think it. It's like, sure, that's probably the right thing to do in the situation. It's the noble thing to do. I don't want to just watch this guy stand here and be good at everything, and also be like just stupidly
hated.
Hated.
Yeah.
And like better than everyone else, not only physically but morally.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even think he like it was even a moral thing. I just didn't think he gives a shit. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing. He just doesn't give a shit. Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
Besides sales. I think that's the only redeeming quality because I think it's funny when he freaks out about sales. But everything else to me
So
is...
if every episode featured him trying to get to a different sale.
No. I would not want that because then it'd just be that same shtick of like, one punch! But, oh no, I missed the sale.
What if he were fighting someone like in a shopping mall?
Yeah, because that'd be kind of funny. He's like, oh, this is on sale, I should probably go get it. Like that.
There we go.
Yeah. If you're listening, One Punch Man creator, sale fight.
This is what we want from season 2.
This is what we want from season 2. But like, there are some good things. Like, I don't like, I spent a lot of the time saying what I don't like. There are some good things. I think the side characters are extremely interesting.
They are.
Like, I love Genos.
Yeah, Genos is cool.
Yeah, and like, but I like as we talked about before. Like I know it's looking at the perspective of Genos, but I don't think I should. Someone was like, if you look at it as like it's Genos' story and just Saitama is the background, then it makes it good. I was like, but I don't want to do that though because the main character is Saitama.
Like, even then, like they don't really let Genos do anything.
Yeah, he sucks.
Like that's the thing. They established kind of a backstory for him, and they laugh it off because you know that's
it's an outlandish shonen anime.
For,
it's like an outlandish shonen anime protagonist.
And they're like, tee hee hee. See, we don't give a fuck about his long, complicated backstory, but like he's the only person like who's in every single episode that we get to spend an extended amount of time with, who actually has the potential for growth and goes through any sort of arc
and transformation, and you know he gets upgrades and things like that that try to help him. And I do really like I think Genos is a genuinely cool character.
He is, like,
and like from design to like his backstory,
amazing.
Dude. And like I like when he gets his power up with his fucking huge gauntlets. I think they're the coolest shit ever. Like, and then even other some of the side character heroes like fucking.
I'll say it again,
Moomin Rider. And Moomin Rider gets his moment too, where like it's like a big like he's not in it for a long time, but he gets like huge character development. And you're like Jesus.
And it's like by the end of it, he ends up feeling like the most heroic person in the series.
He is. He's the one who's like, I suck and I know I suck, but I cannot let people get hurt because of you. And he gets his shit rocked, but you're like, damn, dude. I think my other favorite one is Silverfang.
He's good.
Dude, he's awesome. Fun. Like old dude. Like I love the trope of old anime master, who's like ridiculously ripped under his like clothing and just like boosh, just the shit he does.
Yeah, he was really, like all of the higher up heroes, like with a couple exceptions, I thought were pretty interesting and fun to watch in action. Like that was my favorite part of the last two or three episodes was watching their fight.
Yeah,
because that was like it was actually established that who they were fighting could actually potentially hurt them, and it seemed like they weren't going to be able to do anything to damage him. And I kept thinking in the back of my head for like most of the beginning of that like any second now, freaking Saitama's gonna come up here and just like nuke this thing into obliteration. But no, they actually get to go through and keep doing their thing until they finally figure out their enemy's weaknesses and exploit it, and it was a really well done fight.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it interesting. And another thing I really like about One Punch Man is how the Hero Association works. And like I like how it's more like bureaucratic than it is being heroes. Like it's more cutthroat. Where like I just got done. You know, I do reviews of My Hero Academia and their Hero Association. The way their hero agencies work is way different than the association. Because the agencies in My Hero Academia are separate, so they're competing against one another, but they're never competing against each other. Whereas the Hero Association here is just fucking like everyone's in it. You gotta fuck everyone else.
Yeah, it's like
to
all
get
about
better.
Rank.
Yeah, it's all about rank. Where to me, I think that is super interesting to me. And I also like another thing. I like the rankings for like threats, like Dragon, Demon, God, Tiger. Tiger's like the semi lowest, and you're just like, all right, that's understandable. Yeah. And then I think I think the animation is fucking awesome.
It's really good animation.
Beautiful to me. Like, it's such a well animated show where like I can't hate it.
Yeah.
Like if there's anything, if you don't like it, the one thing you have to admit is that it's really beautifully animated.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just.
Yeah, it's like one of the best looking shows.
Yeah, in a
that's
long time.
Out there.
Yeah, and so there is just. All in all, if I were to rank One Punch Man, everyone else is ranked it very, very high. Like, they're like, 9 out of 10 is awesome. Like, but for me, my rank would be like 5 out of 10 because like there's a lot of things I like about it, but it's even with a lot of things I dislike about it.
I mean, I think I might go a little higher if, like, depends what we're doing. Like, if 5 is an average.
Yeah, I think it's an average anime.
I think it's, like, just a little above
So, like a 6.
I'd give it, like, a 6.
6. Alright. That's very understandable. Well, this has been Anime Anarchy, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share at the Roshan Bros Podcast, and have a good day, guys.